Hey everyone, Henry Charles here with US News 24. If you have a green card, you need to watch this video right now, because something major just happened that affects millions of people across America. Green card holder deportations are no longer speculation. They're happening. And I'm not talking about undocumented immigrants. I'm talking about lawful permanent residents who've had green cards for years, sometimes decades. This is real, this is confirmed, and this is changing the game in 2026. Here's what you need to know. The Department of Homeland Security just shifted enforcement priorities in a massive way. Immigration experts are calling this one of the most significant changes since the early 2000s. And it affects three agencies working together: USCIS, ICE, and CBP. They're now targeting green card holders in categories that were barely touched before. The old system focused on undocumented immigrants and green card holders convicted of serious crimes. That's changing. Now they're looking at broader categories of deportable offenses, and they're doing it systematically. A senior DHS official made it clear: lawful permanent resident status does not mean immunity from enforcement. Let me break down who's actually at risk right now. First, green card holders with criminal convictions. Even minor offenses are being reassessed. We're talking fraud-related charges, domestic disputes classified as crimes of moral turpitude, drug-related offenses that don't involve trafficking. All of these are back on the table. Second, anyone who spent extended periods outside the United States. If CBP determines you abandoned your permanent resident status, they can initiate removal proceedings right at the airport. Third, people who got their green card through marriage-based petitions or adjustment of status. Here's the thing. They're digging through old paperwork. If they find any misrepresentations, even from years ago, and even if they were unintentional, you could get a notice to appear in immigration court. Forgot to mention a past job, previous visa overstay, an old address? That can trigger enforcement action now. Conditional green card holders, especially those who recently removed conditions on their green card, are being scrutinized. Even employment-based green card holders under EB1, EB2, and EB3 categories aren't completely safe. If your employment situation changed right after your green card was approved, officials are asking questions about your original petition intent. And here's what's happening behind the scenes. Processing times are getting longer. Adjustment of status applications already take 14 to 16 months on average. Now they're doing deeper background checks and referring more cases to ICE. Requests for evidence are becoming more detailed and more frequent. They want court records, travel histories, financial documentation going back years. This is a systematic approach. The administration says it's about public safety and immigration law integrity. Critics say it creates fear and separates families. Both arguments are out there. But here's what matters to you right now. What do you actually do about this? If you're a green card holder, knowledge is your protection. Be cautious with immigration authorities. Make sure every application is accurate and complete. Before you file for naturalization, renew your green card, or travel internationally, talk to an experienced immigration attorney. Don't skip this step. Applying for citizenship can trigger a full review of your immigration history. You need to be prepared. There's also a potential upside. Some legal experts believe this clarity could push green card holders to resolve outstanding issues proactively. Expunge eligible criminal records. Correct past immigration filings through legal channels. Apply for waivers when they're available. These options exist. The real question nobody knows yet is how consistently these rules will actually be enforced, and whether courts will challenge overly broad interpretations of deportability. Looking ahead, Congress and the courts are already discussing this. There are potential legal challenges arguing that this enforcement approach violates due process protections for lawful permanent residents. Politics will shape how aggressive this really gets. Immigration stays central to policy discussion throughout 2026, and things can change. Your job right now is simple. Stay informed. Monitor official announcements from USCIS. Be skeptical of misinformation online. Understand if you fall into a reviewed category. Make informed decisions based on facts. Here's the bottom line. Green card deportations are confirmed under new U.S. immigration rules in 2026. This is a significant shift. The administration frames it as public safety. Critics worry about fairness and family impact. Your path forward is preparation, legal guidance, and staying informed as policies evolve. The future isn't certain, but you're aware now. That gives you power. That's the update. Here at US News 24, we cover everything you need to know about your U.S. immigration journey. Visitor visas, work visas, student visas, green cards, employment-based categories, family visas. We're here to keep you informed every step of the way. Thank you for watching. I'm Henry Charles. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss critical immigration updates. See you in the next video.